Good morning. We are playing Metaphor ReFantazio. We're at the Tower of Insolence, and we're just going to go straight on in and see if we can get this done. Now, this is our last task to really do on our last day before we have some grand fight with Louise. Do I feel as though we're ready for that fight? Not really. But I also only half trust that that fight's going to happen. There's another half of me that thinks some sort of obstacle or twist and or turn is going to arise and delay that fight and hopefully buy me more time to have fun and get strong. But for now, we're in a tower. If you know anything about how I approach these towers, it's basically skip everything, go do the main fight that you came here to do, and then hit everything on the way back down. I'm gonna grind TF out of this place later. Oh, big monkey man. Big monkey man. Amy Winehouse used to have a song called Monkey Man. I hated it. I hated it so much. It's just her going, ooh yeah yeah, ooh yeah yeah, da 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 da, big monkey man. And I didn't know the point of it. Maybe I was too young to understand. I was only in high school, you see. And I love me some Amy Winehouse, don't get me wrong, but just something about... Are we already at the top? Monkey Man's just not the one for me. If you notice, oh no, there's an orange monkey man with a yellow bottom. Whoa, he's a beautiful girl. Oh my god. What if I don't get approached by them? Again, we'll fight these. Maybe not all of these. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to reach the top. Have him full health, full MP for that major fight. General fight. Oh wow, are those Goop-Toros? I've always been sexually attracted to a Goop-Toros. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure I've said that previously, but if I haven't, the cat does Bruno Mars is gay out of the bag. I want fuck. What a sinful, terrible place. Oh my god. If you love monsters, this place is decadent. But if you don't, it is absolutely a blight. Oh my god. I have to fight all of them? Y'all want me to fight all of them? See, this feels approachable to me. I'm not going to do it right now. Please don't swing at me. But yeah, this is Saturday morning for me, 7:44 in the AM. If you watch these videos regularly, which you don't, because I know you don't, because nobody does, you may be like, bitch, you wore that shirt in the last video. That's because that was last night. Last night I had some drinks, fell asleep in my shirt, and today I did what? Woke up, made tea, made a homemade Red Bull, and came to record with that same shirt on. It is what it is. Record my journey, dear cat. You'll remember previously we finished Moore's little quest line. He's reached conclusions that he has not told us about yet, so there is still more to come. More to come. More to come with more. But that's just time dependent. No effort required on our part. I have a feeling there's something we need in there. Ooh! Oh, wait, hold on. I need to check my intel so I can come into this fight with at least a morsel of preparation. North of Altair lies the Tower of Insolence, more commonly known as the Cursed Tower. More commonly, I've only known it as the Tower of Insolence. Tell me if you've heard this one before. It is a dangerous location where all who enter are doomed to never return. That's not good news. Needless to say, most people try to stay away from it. Not me. It has become a nest for monsters. I've noticed. There are all manner of monsters there, but the most threatening is the Cyclops. Siaha. Oh, you know what? The yellow monkey man with the orange gradient on his extremities, that's the Zielkropos. Here's how I know. The Kropos, that's the Cyclops. Okay? And then Zeo in a Atlas Megaton-ish. This game's technically not Megaton, but that's a weird lie they're telling us. Don't worry, you can call it Megaton. I won't be upset. I love it. Zeo is electricity, so that's going to be an electric Cyclops. So I need to make sure we do not have an electric weakness. I do think 2 people in our team may be weak to electric. We have to look at the team. It reigns over monsters like a tyrant. If it goes on a rampage, there is no stopping. From what I've heard, things get dire if it's the last one standing. Do not kill his friends. He needs his squirrels. He gets anxious without them and he lashes out.
Keep this to yourself.
So if it's got its cronies with it, you'd best take them in Ziokropos down together. Somewhat obviously, you should focus your attacks on that huge single eye. Bows and spears should be effective. Okay, so ranged. So be sure to come well equipped. She doesn't warn us that it's going to use electric attacks, but I'm almost certain that it is going to because I have the ability to deduce, and not just in the toilet. That was foolish. That was juvenile. Sorry. I have the ability to. God, I have the ability to sort things out, and he's going to use electric attacks. So let us all not have electric. Should I just go gunner? Sniper. Or should I stick with like what I know and then just give it a good long distance attack? Because anything the gunner can do. Yeah, but I think the stats on the gunner might be more suited for the attacks that it uses. So I'll use it. Physical pierce to all 2 to 3 times. Okay, these are all weak. This one is heavy to 1. I'm gonna go ahead and just for fun. I don't want electricity. They're definitely gonna block that. Hit one of these. And then who else is on the team? Stroll. I need to sneeze. Is it gonna come though? Who knows? Oh, here it comes. No. Okay. Stroll. I guess you're gonna be a gunner. Ooh, you know what, actually? If we're all gonna be gunners, which maybe we will, I'm gonna add some passives that boost with other people of the same archetype being on the team. So actually, do you have... Are these all weak? And it's medium. We have got to do better in this life. It's only magic. Physical attack by 10%.
All right.
The gunner's not weak to electricity, is it? Because that could really fuck my shit, my whole little plan right here. It actually resists it. What a beautiful thing. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. God is kind. Who made this game? They're kind as well. I know Atlas made it, but I want names, bitch. How many people worked on this? You know what? They have credits in games, don't they? That's crazy. I don't know what I'm going to use, so I'm just going to go ahead. I really don't need another attack, so I'm just going to hit. Ooh, Faker's Roguery, go crazy. You never know when you're going to want that. That's a fun one. Okay. And then we do have... Yufa's on the team, but maybe, like, not for this fight. You know what I mean? Maybe this isn't her fight. Hulkenberg, welcome back. You're going to be a gunner, if you don't mind. Though all your stats just went down, so maybe you won't be a gunner. You become this thing.
This right here. All right.
And I'll just give you some good gunner moves.
I'm counting on
That
you.
costs some. That costs some MP. Why'd I actually go straight to this archetype? There were 2 available, and I just went straight to this one without reading anything. Paladin's a good word, though. Yo. The inspiration that the fashion in Star Wars has had on me in my life. Oh, wow, she can use the Dracodios with the Paladin. That's quite cool. What is this other one? Ooh, Dark Knight. On time, all the Batman movies. Speaking of movies, the new one was coming out, and they did a marathon of like the 3 that came before it, I believe. and you would watch 3 or 4 movies in the theater with your dad, and that was in high school, and that was a grand old time, but also there's a lot of sitting, a lot of darkness, very disorienting. You need a ranged attack. Heavy rush. Sorry.
All right.
I mean, I guess it's medium. We've been over this. The fact that heavy rush is not a heavy attack, but here we know. Now, though, it would really behoove us to have more gunners because the 10% up. But it's not that deep. And then who else is going to be on the team? Basilia? That makes sense to me. He's a physical attacker, as far as I know. Though he doesn't have any of the moves of the gunner. What moves does this have? We're going to use some leaf light
This right here.
things.
All right.
Hero's Leaf of Light.
I'm counting on you.
My mind always wants to say
course.
Light of Leaf for some reason.
I'll do it. I can use this.
Oh, yikes. The stats are down. So we're definitely not going to be the gunner. We're just going to boost its Basilio's like archetype experience with it so as to get its attacks. We'll hit one of the jeweled roots. Why not? Speed up the process. Damn, bro. Okay. 9 levels. I know that's right. What if we go ahead and put it up the full 20 just for tee-hees and giggles and tee-hees? You know? People don't tee-hee like they used to. I think we need to tee-hee more. Because we're on those damn phones.
I'm getting stronger.
Okay. And there's heavy physical pierce. Beautiful. I could have given Hulkenberg some good archetype experience so that she could also use this attack. Maybe we'll do that in a second. Sorry that I'm bringing you along for like the menu admin that I usually pause the video for, but we're hanging out today. You may notice that the lights behind me are not the usual blue, teal, orange colors. They're just orange, so it looks like I'm in a flaming hell. Because I wanted to be cozier this morning. It's 7:54 in the morning. Please let me live my life now. Where is that gunner? That silly gunner.
To greater heights.
Please let this push her over, else I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to use the Leaf of Light. Just going to use the Leaf of Light.
I've acquired a new power.
That gives us the heavy attack. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, this monster, this Zeokropos, is going to have friends who may not have the same weaknesses and all that as him that I'm prepared for, and in that instance, who knows what happens. Maybe then it is good that we have Hulkenberg as a slightly different archetype. Now, the stats are down to have Basilio as the gunner versus the other archetype I could have him as. But it does contribute to that 10% boost of us all being the same. Should I keep... I'm going to just keep it. It's not going to be that hard of a fight, right? I'm going to keep Hulkenberg in this, though, just because I think it makes sense to me.
All right.
And I could be real annoying and go into all of this. I mean, I could. But I won't, because I'll just trust what it gave me and also like save us the time. Oh, excuse me, sir. So you have got...
That might come in handy in a pinch.
Great.
We did it.
I'm actually going to save because we just did so much. I would hate to have to redo that should I die here. Alright, and then Mushroom Kingdom's Yokropos. Here we come.
What do you think? I beg your pardon, but
I have to set up a Windows 95 or 98 computer this weekend for Garrison. And we have to go to Goodwill and buy like a little old square monitor so he can play his Thomas CD-ROMs. And I know what you're saying, compatibility mode, Windows 10 or 11, you can play anything you want. I've informed him of this. This is the choice he's making, and good for him. And also, he's getting a loft bed delivered this weekend. And I checked on FedEx. It said it is 113 pounds. I said, how are we going to deal with this? Because I know it's going to become a we thing. Everything in this house is a we thing when it comes to Garrison. He doesn't ever require it of me, but I can't see that man struggle. It just is what it is. I love my son. I've no doubt that monster with only one eye is the Zeokropos. We must claim that club, hopefully without being struck by it ourselves.
However,
Seems 'twould be best to take it down at the same time as its fellows, but we've only found one to begin with. Oh, so he does look different than the orange one I was seeing. He is a unique monster. He's cool. I like that he is bedazzled. Ha, if it's only got one eye, we can blind it in half the time, yeah? That's plenty to work with, so let's start pounding it.
gangway!
We're out of time to figure it out. On your guard, everyone. Wait, where are his friends? He'll call them. He'll call Buds. On his little cell phone. You know, y'all have played Kirby, the one with the cell phone on the Game Boy Advance? You pull out your little cell phone and all your little Kirby's come. It's so fun. I used to love that game. I used to love Koibi games and Genie Rao. I still do, I just haven't played one in a... Yo, I should play Kirby Lost Worlds, Big Kingdom on this channel. That'd be so fun, but also I've got plenty of other... yo, what game have I been thinking about playing? I've been talking to y'all about how I miss the Persona 5 crew. And I would keep thinking, maybe I'll replay Persona 5 in my spare time, but then I'd stop myself because I have a lot of games that I haven't played that I want to play, and I should experience those as opposed to replaying the things that I know I love. Persona 5 Scramble exists, which is time with those friends and a brand new game that I want to play. And also Persona 5 Tactica, but that seems less involved as Scramble. Scramble seems like it's just more Persona fun. Just different battle system. Now, let's go ahead and hit this Yokropos.
You hit their weakness! I shall summon them. That's your opening, Captain!
I forgot to swap her and
The
Hulkenberg.
situation's changing.
I'll use the turn. It's not a big deal. I just had to figure out what button that was.
I leave the rest to you.
I don't think this will be such a hard fight that every turn... Ooh, look at her using that Dracodios. That shit was glowing. It had a blue haze about
here
it.
I go.
Alright. I'm gonna hit that X shot.
Right in their weak spot.
In the... I call upon royal power within!
And I didn't... I sat and I got ready for this battle, but actually I didn't. Like, I did all the laundry and forgot to put on the underwear. Like, I just...
What a mess.
What a mess indeed. Let's just see if we can make this happen anyways. You know? I wish you had like a stat boost skill or something. I cannot believe I've done this.
I call upon
I can't believe you've done this. You know that one. That's how I feel about myself right now. How do you feel about wind damage?
You hit their weak point.
Okay, he's weak to that too.
this power.
I could have kept Yufa out. She can do big old wind damage. Okay.
Here's through.
Observe the enemy. Let us
Now what are
fight
these?
as one.
Flying guard thrust. deals extreme bitch. Physical pierce damage to one enemy, lowers their defense for 3 turns. Hulkenberg, I'm gonna say something crazy. Go absolute titty bonkers. Hang dong at the Zealcrapost.
Coordination is key.
Oh, that was him and her. His weapon looks cool too. Look at Stroll's weapon that he's holding. We have some cool weapons at this point in the game. Also,
Got them right in their
Who should I beat down
after we
first?
do this and we go back to town for the night, remind me to do some shopping before we go get into what could potentially be big old battle.
You better be ready.
This man's already almost dead. Maybe he's gonna call friends after he dies and then come back to life, because this has been quite easy so as of yet. There's his friends. Okay. Oh, more Zealcrapost. I was thinking
What was that?
he'd have some like lackeys that were not quite the same as him. I wish I had heavy wind to awe.
Perhaps not. Let's make an end of
No, I don't, because then it would kill the one and then the other one would begin to rampage, actually, so.
hit their weak points.
I won't hold back.
Nama like a cyclone.
Come on.
You hit their weakness.
I do not know the words to that song. Does anybody though? Like, you don't learn the songs when you're grinding up on people in 7th grade. What happened here? Why can't I'm not in the
This
back
won't
line?
do.
To safer ground, for all that we strive for.
You know what? Actually, Hulkenberg,
No.
Behold,
go ahead and hit
we
that
stand
again.
together.
Spin the 2 turns. It is what it is.
Got them right in their
Honestly, the damage from that isn't that big. Maybe don't spend the 2 turns. Actually, why was that not very strong? Is Hulkenberg not strong? What? Do I not have her set up to really utilize
What's that? I shall vanquish evil.
the attacks that I have her utilizing?
The power of wind.
It's okay.
Sniper.
What do you think does more damage? This heavy physical pierce or this heavy magic wind? 851
Stand ready.
for the physical. I'll try the other one in a
Oh,
second, just
power of
for
heroes.
funsies. Now, their health is... his is a little bit worse.
I'll run you through.
Okay, we're not going to have any issue killing them both in the next round of turns. I'm in love.
The captain's been charmed. You can't tell who's friend and who's foe.
I love that charm has been this late game affliction that I've avoided for so long, and now suddenly I'm falling in love with everything. Who made me fall in love? Ah, Milo. Milo with his idea
Who should I beat
of
down
beauty.
first?
Milo with his projected facade of beauty. I want to use my main character because I want to see which attack does more damage.
One left.
I don't think we're going to
Can't
make it that
afford to hold
far.
back.
I'm actually going to go ahead and pass this turn.
Go
Because for
it.
research purposes... Oh, he's charmed! Oh my god.
Sworn oath of knighthood.
I passed to get to him just for that to happen. Y'all have to remind me not to do stupid things.
As the point of a sword.
Comment down below. Don't be stupid.
Right in their weak spot.
I need to make a new ASMR video. Speaking of comments, just because those are the videos that get views and comments. And I like making them, so I'm going to just throw one out. I don't know what it's going to be. I've got things to unbox. I've got special editions of games that I haven't opened. I've got packs of cards of every sort of card you can imagine. I got books I can tap and flip pages through. I kind of want to load it. You can't see, there's this chaise lounge over here. We have so many varying sizes. One's like, could not fit in frame. Giant stuffed peep. And other sized stuffed peeps. I kind of want to fill this chaise lounge with those and just like sit on it and be like, ASMR, I'm sitting on a couch full of peeps. But maybe that's better suited for a photo than a video. But I don't know, we'll see.
I continue to grow.
Even I had more.
Yeah, that feels nice.
Right? I could get used to this.
Critical.
A new means of protection.
I also need to start studying more of these late lineage archetypes because they're cool and they're probably really good. Like the one Hulkenberg has right now, so cool looking. So I got that baton. Now we have to go through the tower now. Brilliant. Got what we came for. Watch where you touch this thing, though. Awfully damn prickly. Not bad considering the monster we had to take down. I hope that's proof enough of our ability.
Shall we away?
Shall we? No, I do not want to return to the entrance. I want to explore more. I actually owe it to myself and to the tower to explore more. The tower has rid me of these beasts. I mustn't be a home for the blights. And to that I say, tower, you mustn't judge so quickly that everything... I don't know. Be nice to the blights. Alright. There's never anything like all the way up at the top other than a beautiful view. And honestly, what greater reward, oh look, something, for a man is there than a beautiful view. You know, sometimes the sky looks fake, like the clouds IRL just looks so fake. We had one of those yesterday, it was beautiful.
This is...
Got a talisman of the divine, and I would love to linger up here and avoid getting in a bunch of fights. But alas, I must go save at the cat and begin swinging. I'm not going to swing the abacus. I don't need money, and I don't need that goofy shit. I cannot be getting into fights with an abacus by accident. It's not worth it at this point. Now, I don't know what everybody else here is going to be weak to.
Yep.
It is crazy that, like, I just didn't have Hulkenberg in the party.
What now?
I kind of want to put her back in, like... No, but Yufa needs the levels, so we're gonna go about ourselves. And she does hit so many different types of attacks that it may be useful as we're going into enemies that we're not as aware of their weakness. Now, if I could hit them from behind, it would what? Hashtag behoove me. Damn it. Oh, I can just kill him in the overworld. Damn. Being overpowered, overleveled is really been a lovely thing. I really thought those were going to have to be big boy battles. Damn. I hate swinging this thing. This thing is not fun to swing. Can I stop being a gunner now? Actually, I can. Believe it or not. I'm going to be my little last seeker. My soul hacker. And that is what it is. Now, do I have any... I'm going to keep those skills inherited because I don't feel like fucking around with this screen much longer. Got me a sword. What sword is that? Let me go check my equipment.
What now?
I just want to make sure I have a cool sword. Moss caliber. It is my strongest one, so we're just going to stick with that. Killing the sexy ones. Oh my god, it's crazy in here. Absolutely crazy that I can just like kill these guys in the overworld. This is going to be so easy and fun to just grind in a loop when I get to it. But I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to make you watch me swing on the Goop Toros on repeat. Jessie J used to have a song with, well, I guess it still exists. When I was in high school, a song came out with Jessie J and David Guetta called Repeat. And for some reason, not for some reason, that's rude. I really liked it. It really stuck with me. These things. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Get out of here. Oh, there's a red thing on the floor. Oh, it's the... Okay. It's just an Elementa. Now, I think this is a light Elementa, so it's going to be weak to dark. Which, I don't know how... Yeah, we don't really have a lot of... Oh, look at that! I do have some dark attacks going on today. And I know the summoner does. And I think that's all we need. I think we're done now.
Come forth now.
Nope, not dead yet.
Wait a sec.
I don't even need to hit a weakness. Let's get real. Sorry, Elementa.
Great work, everyone. This is how it feels to reach new heights.
Youth as a master has resulted in continued growth. What happened? Oh, she mastered, like, exactly what it said. She mastered it, sorry. When do we get to study? I have to further my friendship with her. We got to work on our youthful friendship because I want the next step in the commander lineage. The commander is very interesting. Hello to me. These things are annoying.
I knew we could count on you.
There's a chest over there.
Hey, good one.
This is amazing.
Wow, what a find.
Valkyrie's gauntlets. Anything else on this floor? Nope. Down we go. Kind of bodying the tower, I hate to say. Good morning.
I think they see us.
Good morning. Oh! Did not die. Good morning.
Great moves out there.
Good morning. Good morning. You know what? Sometimes when I defeat these, I get a giant's rib. So as I grind this place, I'm just going to get a bunch of giant ribs. So maybe we'll have some food we can cook after all of this. Not me getting dinner from the Tower of Insolence. Not me eating an insolent dinner. Oh no. You've heard of boy dinner, you've heard of girl dinner. Have you heard of insolent dinner? It's for a select few of us who are truly ready for a life of insolence.
That might be of use later.
I need to start using the word insolent more. Kind of fun word.
All right.
Hey.
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
Big monkey man.
Exemplary.
Monkey man.
Impressive. Your training
Okay.
has paid
Now
off.
people are getting archetype experience into archetypes they've already mastered right now, which is just turning the leap of fights. Which isn't the end of the world, but I probably should put them in archetypes that they've not mastered so as to make best use of that experience that they are earning.
This is amazing.
Whoa.
That's something I'll sort out. Ooh, Staff of Creation. I'll show you a Staff of Creation. A staff engraved with a spell that taps into all of nature's principals. Increases strength of all magic. Ooh. We're gonna have a look at that later. Okay.
We cannot avoid this
I
fight.
hate these little fucking, like, they look like organs that got ripped out of a body. Like, they're just, like, loose Metroid enemies. It's like, bitch, go back to a Metroid game. I don't think you make sense in this game. I don't want you here because you're not fun.
Hey, good one.
You just waste my time by warping away from me. For once, ooh, you piss me off.
Hey, good one.
That was well done.
Bug, bug, bug.
Saw us. On your toes, everyone.
In addition to Garrison's gigantic loft bed that's supposed to be arriving today, I also have some books that were supposed to arrive yesterday, so I'm hoping that they'll arrive today. But looking at the tracking, I don't know if they will. We'll see. But I was hoping to read those and drink tea and eat Azuki mochi today. Because I've been saving my tea and like a specific type of tea and Azuki mochi for reading. Because I'm just becoming that person, I guess. Like, this is my special mochi for my reading book time. I was going to sit in my little Chase lounge and read my little book. But we'll see. Doesn't really involve you, so mind your own business. Well, video's not ending here, but I'm going to go ahead and pause the video while I grind the fuck out of this place for probably many hours today. And I'll meet back up with you probably this evening. So see you in a bit. Alright, so it is actually the next day now. We're going to go ahead and get up on out of this Tower of Insolence. But first we have to climb down it one last time. Killing the big boys on the way down.
That worked out.
I'm not fighting the little glowy things. You know, the little brain Metroid things that float around. Not worth it. But, as I mentioned, it is the next day because I spent all of yesterday grinding this place. Not because I intended to necessarily, but just as I grinded it on my own just here for a few hours and was like, that's enough. But then as my day played out, Garrison ended up coming up here and we just sat in here and watched a couple, 3 movies. I will not list the movies. Actually, I will. It's the 3 Tinkerbell films. He grew up with them. He really loves them. And I was like, ugh, these. But I watched them. I'm going to be honest with you.
Are you having trouble?
Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Good comedic timing. In the 3rd one, there's a little girl from London, and she smokes a Newport, and she starts flying. So they're pretty good movies, if you ask me. In the entirety of the time we were watching those, I was passively just grinding this place. And as such, unfortunately, I have reached level 70. My goal with my grinding was to get these 2 that were quite low leveled. They're like 53 or something. To get them up to level 60, they are now level 65. Also, as I was grinding, I thought about the fight with Luis, because if we remember our intel, we were told he can hit every weakness, and not only does he have the ability, like the type of attacks to hit every weakness, he can look at you, see your weakness, and target it specifically. So we're going to do a bunch of shopping here before we go see Luis to buy things that block weaknesses. And also, I think I want to make somebody the last stage healer, because there's light attacks, and he's resistant to all elements except for light and dark, if I remember correctly. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's get out of this godforsaken tower. This insolent-ass tower. Oh, I said the A word in the first 3 minutes of the video. YouTube. Oh, you to the tube. YouTube, taking the U out of the tube. Nah, I like YouTube. I like it a lot. I know y'all have some complaints. But it's like, well, they have to make money. I'm gonna say something. There's this thing on the internet where everybody thinks it's so cool to be like, ads, ew, ads are the worst thing to ever happen. Oh my god, what do you mean they're policing content that isn't ad worthy? Why? It's like, so I understand that corporations are greedy. There are plenty of people at YouTube and at Google who owns YouTube that are probably making way too much money, But also, this applies to the whole internet, where you guys are all so mad at ads, using ad blockers, all these things. And on one hand, let me just say I get it. I do sympathize with you, because the internet has become an unusable tool because ads have been inserted everywhere. Because we grew up with the internet being so free, we now having these obtrusions is really disruptive and also makes pages unusable, unloadable even sometimes on mobile. But it is a side effect of, like, things do have to cost money. Servers do have to be ran. And nobody pays for fucking content. Every time somebody puts up a paywall that just doesn't do well, so they have to destroy the website. And I don't know what the answer is. I'm just saying, you guys complaining like you're being taken advantage of on YouTube is absolutely insane to me. Because, like, this is free content. You can watch 90 seconds worth of ads, which it's never even 90. 90 is a really extreme example, but let me not come out on this video swinging at the general masses. Let's go ahead and open this door. Here's the thing. We're gonna leave, like, you know, I should and I will. I don't want to leave. I actually want to stay here and continue grinding for archetype experience. It's been really useful. I've got some people up some great archetypes. But I also have a decent chunk, I think like 80 Leap of Light, so we'll go ahead out of here.
Okay then. Right?
And let's hope that they allow me some time, whether it be tonight or tomorrow morning, to actually shop before we go toward this big fight with Louise that I only half believe is actually going to happen. It's morning for me, by the way, 8:40 in the AM. Kind of picking up where we left off with yesterday's video. I think I stopped recording around 9:30ish. Back to the Altaberry Tavern.
Now that you mention it.
The object we got in the tower. Whom did we need to deliver it to again? A Sanctus soldier, I believe. He was a bit zealous about doing in Luis. I believe he was going to reconsider if we delivered this to him. We've got to stop him, so we should do so quickly. Everybody wants to stop Luis, don't they? Hey, Slater, let's get this to him soon, yeah?
It is just around.
We do need to report quests. So, tomorrow we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I am a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I too regret to leave, but we've an enemy we must face. We've done all we can, so let us depart with heads held high, yeah?
Feeling worn out?
You all look like you've been put through the ringer. Nothing like food and rest to fuel the mind and body, eh? Sometimes I come up on these videos in the morning, like today. I don't know if you guys see a difference. And my face and my eyes just look droopy and tired, and I look like Nick Kroll, who I think is so charming. That's not a drag, but it's just like different from my usual. So if you see me looking at myself and looking sad, it's because I'm self-conscious. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be held up against Luis, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you. My little tootsie toes are out. My high-waisted pants on the bed. My long johns on the bed. Do I share this bed with his mate? No, because he hangs upside down. He does not have his bipples out. Bipples in, which I appreciate when we are alone together in my quarters. Makes me feel respected and safe. Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Not reservations, but I do have fears. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt? No, I don't want to kill. I guess I do have reservations then. I don't feel right killing Luis. I don't like him. I oppose him. Killing over a difference in beliefs is like, that sucks.
Somehow.
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? Being honest.
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months he has slain the king and your comrade besides. I forgot he did kill the king. He did not kill the prince. He did not put the curse on the prince. But the king? Did he really kill the king? Is that confirmed? Is it any wonder the people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so? But can't I stop his rule without the moida of him? Also, he truly does carry the people's favor. And if it's like, I'm going to say it in the first 10 minutes of the video. Oh, it's not the first 10 minutes of the video because this is getting appended to yesterday's video. So I did not say the A word in the first 3 minutes. And now I'm talking about Donald Trump not in the first 10 minutes. Donald Trump won the, like when he won, not the, what's the people's vote? Man, popular vote. When he didn't win the popular vote that first time, I was like, this is stupid, this is stupid. He won the popular vote this time. Luis as well right now holds the popular vote of this context. So like, but also he is an evil man. The two of them, so it is tough. He sealed his fate. I regret
Be
this.
all right.
You will already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Heismay made a pretty good point. If we're gonna take back the country, ooh, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here. I just need to be bold and act like a military machine. Everything we've done has been for this day, so let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, Forella, and Grias, and everyone we've lost. This would be hesitating, unlike a military machine. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. But I'm using might to make right.
Besides,
I mean, I do believe myself the lesser of two evils with Luis. But at what point do I become an equal of two evils? And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway. Can I go shopping?
that reminds me.
Nerys apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority, but maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so that we're ready for tomorrow. Is there no way we can sway the people without Moida?
The age of a new king draws nearer.
What if I started talking like the people that have to stay monetized on platforms who are like, and then I have to unalive Luis. What if I start saying unalive? I think it's kind of fun. I'm not actually that critical of unalive or the systems that have brought it to us because, once again, unfortunately, you have to be advertiser friendly to pay for servers, which I disagree with that whole thing. I disagree with society as a whole. So I could break this down further and further and be like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And also, advertisers need to not be so fucking pearl clutchy. But also, audiences are pearl clutchy. Advertisers have to appeal to audience. We can't do this. But like it all just, woo. So we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I don't use an ad blocker. Isn't that crazy? It's like a moral thing for me. I think I'm better than you. I am a little, as I click through 9,000 pop-ups, I think I'm better. I have the moral superiority, but I also have no time to do anything other than close out of ads. I am a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. We've said this, Yufa. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nur sure seemed thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folks shaking in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast. Polished off breakfast. What a way to say it. I do look forward to getting the city folks shaking in their boots.
At last, only
Maybe we can shake my foot out of my boot and kick them in the teeth with it finally. But also that's not fitting for future king to be kicking his patrons in the teeth. Patrons? Does a king call his people his patrons? At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Is it?
Between him and the
Because I need more game.
He made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah.
Oh, they're not going to let me go shopping.
Battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
So, seems like I don't have time to go shopping. It's not the end of the world. I'm over leveled. I feel capable of doing anything. I really want to go shopping and buy like the best of the weapons because I'm what? Filthy stinking rich. I wanted to buy some vestments. I wanted to buy some hats, some shoes, some igniters maybe even. I really thought I was going to have a whole... I thought we were going to be not geeked out. What's the word? What do you call it when you're dressed? Like we're going to be all dressed potato chips up in this piece, but now we are not. We're just going to be dudes with archetypes and some boots. And we're still going to fucking hang dong and kick ass, so it is what it is.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans.
Everybody's speaking pretty like
His real aim.
calm. Gallica brought a certain energy to the fucking like. Listen to this line.
Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
And then Gallica really came in like she is hot this morning.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished.
Great line delivery, just like wow, really. Everybody else is not at that place quite yet.
Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
Something we previously heard, I don't remember exactly what was said, but I'm thinking this man is fusing himself, probably with the power of Zorbus. That man has an ability with the flesh, doesn't he, that Zorba? Is somehow fusing his DNA and his flesh with that of humans to create some sort of abomination.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
But the gag is, in regards to Luis fusing himself with the humans, I've defeated Luis, I've defeated humans. Putting the two together, in my mind, doesn't make you like 2 times stronger, it makes you 2 times weaker. Like, I've defeated both of you, I know how to handle this, but we'll see when we get to it. My throat hurts suddenly for no reason. Yo, FedEx, can we talk about FedEx? They pissing me off. I'm not even expecting anything. Garrison is. A bed was supposed to be delivered Friday. Did not get it. Now, that happens sometimes with packages, especially during winter time in the Midwest, right? But they gave the weirdest little thing, which gave you no more information, and then it like went past our house to Kansas, and then yesterday, Saturday, early in the morning, it said we are in Columbia, but never really set out for delivery, so we kept our eye on it, and it doesn't require a signature, but it is 130 pounds, and big. I wake up this morning, just check it, because at this point, I'm like invested in Garrison getting his thing. 10:32 at night, apparently they tried to deliver it. And now, tried? What do you mean tried? Leave it on the doorstep. This does not require a signature. This is very much confirmed for me. Also, there's no note on the door. Also, 10:32 p.m., like, Garrison was probably still awake. I was not. I might have been, like, half awake at 10:32. You all know I'd be going to bed. So they're like, sorry, we're gonna get you next business date, which is Monday. It's just like, it didn't, which also then raises the question of, is it gonna come Monday? Should it come out? Want somebody home despite not needing somebody home? Because like bitches have work. It's, ooh. And Garrison, to my knowledge, is not awake yet, or if he is awake yet, he's just waking up, and we have not discussed this. I don't know if he's even checked the FedEx tracking, but I cannot wait to go kiki in anger about FedEx with him. Okay, off to Grand Trad. Now that I'm heated, now I'm ready to kill Luis. That little moral high ground I was talking about earlier where it's like, oh, I don't want to be equal to him. I'm ready to be equal to him. I'll be worse. For FedEx. Okay. Our course is set for the capital and the final confrontation with Luis. Is it really the final? Because I'm feeling like no.
Great.
Am I crazy? Watched this game end today and I just like wasn't ready. Hey guys, this might be the finale. It won't be.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
Whoa. Big ol' city.
Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back.
Hey guys. It's me. What do you mean you all love me? Then why is Luis #1 in popularity? You're somebody's lying. And it's not the King's Rock. The King's Rock, like George Washington, cannot tell a lie. I'm sure that man told many lies. And also, we act like, oh, what a good man. He never told a lie. You can tell the truth and be evil. I feel like Elon Musk, one of the greatest evils in our world, I feel like he doesn't really lie. I think he's got that autistic thing where like they don't really lie. There's this like sense of truth and justice in them. I know, crazy to say that about Elon Musk. I just don't think he lies. You can be great evil and not lie. Also, he had slaves' teeth in his mouth. And you know what, though? I probably own clothes made by little slave hands. And I just like, I was going to say don't know better, but I guess I do because I just said that. I'm George Washington with slave teeth in my mouth. I have slave teeth if you think about it. They're in my closet. We need to think about our consumption. Not here, not now. Okay. Oh my god. It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Finally, this is better than any of
the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Do you think that man with the pink hair, the parapost with the pink hair is here? Not Catherine, the man.
Being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness
Oh!
Prince.
I didn't mean to skip that. Oh no! We are fully gonna reset my save. I'm not skipping nary a scene. I'm so sorry. One moment. I meant... Ooh. I done broke the game. Now, where did it last autosave? Do you reckon? Americans don't say reckon like you think they would. And I live Midwest, so maybe more so in the South they'll say reckon, but I feel like Australians, they say like reckon a lot, and I really like reckon. R-E-C-K-I-N, not W-R-E-C-K-I-N. Though I do like reckon hole, reckon puss. Okay, so this is still the Tower of Insolence. Watch this, though. I can get us right back to where we were so quick. Don't you worry about it. I'm not even going to pause the video because speedy, with a swiftness, I will get us to where we were.
Hey.
And in the meantime, you want to talk? Let's return to town. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm so sorry I skipped over that old woman speaking. I was trying to turn off the autoplay so that I could say something when she finished speaking, and instead I absolutely shot her in the mouth and told her, shut the hell up, bitch. And now we are here. Sorry, guys. I goofed too close to the sun. There's me with my tootsies out again. We're revisiting the scene where I have my tootsies out. To tell the truth.
Can't lose.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I just said. Does this game have multiple endings? Am I gonna be judged for my character? I hope so. I've been good.
Time marches on, and the age
I've been good like a Girl Scout cookie when you were under the age of like 19. From ages 3 to 18 and a half, a Girl Scout cookie is so good. Once you hit 19 and you finally either have the money to buy yourself a bunch of cookies, or despite not having the money, your free will kicks in and you make it happen and you have all the treats in the world, you realize they're good, but they're just a cookie. Because sometimes you have a cookie and it's more than just a cookie. It's an ooey gooey. Do you hear people in the background? It sounds like Bjork's Medulla album, if you know what I'm talking about. It's the grunts and the wails of a people that need guidance. And I am not looking to be that guidance, but also I have become that guidance somehow. Let's go ahead and fast forward through this.
At last.
Okay, we're gonna let this scene play out again. And I'm gonna let that woman talk.
Great.
How fun, you guys! We get to watch this little cutscene twice. Is there anything you missed?
The stage is set for the decisive
Set your
battle
peepers on high.
in Grand Trad. And so the gauntlet runner
There will
takes
not
to
be a
the
quiz at
sky.
the end.
He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic, as he is a weatherer.
He's here. Wow, it's really him.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Whoa. love that big triangle. What was that big triangle? Was that the thing that early in the game we were in? I think it is. I do love that we've arrived at a beautiful twilight hour.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Will do, brother.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Oh, Jolly Bard is not on my side.
Excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
To be fair, we are in Grand Trad, a city. We're in a city where probably just about everybody that is not currently hanging in the gallows is more and more interested in spectacle than justice, because justice to them, they think, does not matter or apply to them because they live within a constant luxury held up by injustice. They don't realize that. They think that their luxury is justice. Well, it might be justice, but it's held up by injustice. It is not the people in the city, mostly, that care for what we stand for.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over...
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say,
She was a perfect woman.
but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
That's the thing about people. They go a little too far sometimes the minute they become a crowd. We've been over this. My headphones started making the dying noise, which I learned they start making at 50% battery. And these are rated for like 30 hours of playtime. So for 15 hours of playtime, it goes every like 10 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead. I wired them in, so we are fine.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever
Spinning
getting
my
better.
wheels.
Showed up yet, eh?
Do you know that
Sounds
song?
like he's your coward after he arranged all this too.
True enough.
Miranda Lambert.
If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Power
Probably
play.
going for another big grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
It's so crazy to see this because when I first arrived at Grand Trad, it was everybody being like, these nasty Eldas. Pointing at me going, like, now y'all want to be on my team. Now y'all want to be friends with the dirty Elda.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm hopping back in the rubber.
You know what's interesting? In like the silver lining to the way they treat the Elda is that they have more respect for royalty than they do have hate for Elda. Because the minute the Elda was like, I'm actually the prince, instead of them being like, ew, they were like, oh shit, okay, we love you then. Still fucked up, but at least like, it's their love being stronger than their racism, which is beautiful, I guess.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us
I have
back.
so many drawings to give her. I should give her those before I get murdered by Luis. I'd hate for those dyings to be left on the ground covered in me blood.
All the customers
customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Thank you for helping.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
What a like a tense night. I have to go to sleep like this. It's like Christmas night, except for you know that what you're unwrapping in the morning is a duel and the death of somebody. That's kind of just Christmas though, isn't it? If you think about it. I guess it depends on like different traditions, but in the Midwest, we kill somebody on Christmas. And you just gotta hope it's not you. What do y'all do? Comment down below what y'all do on the fucking... What do you coastal fucking city slickers do? We kill.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
I like even ground.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims.
Top 10 Stroll transphobic non-binary moments. He didn't say theys and thems. Kind of exclusionary. This game's kind of a problem. And Stroll the leader... I'm not being funny, sorry.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support.
What if a dead person wins all the support? What then?
Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
I want to go shopping.
Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come.
Is it really though?
Archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
Call me bread the way I be rising to the occasion. This better just be the beginning.
This is just the beginning. We've still got a long road ahead.
True enough. We haven't even won against Luis yet. And even when we do, that won't be the end of it.
No, the people are at unrest.
If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think?
Don't you think he can see me?
Best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
Are we brothers? There are so many questions I have for this game. Like, hey, what's going on with the ancient society that was underneath Dragon Temple? And then also, like, tell me more about myself and about the Elda and about my relation to the prince. I better get fucking answers. What level? What level? 8? 8 unlocks 2 more archetypes. 7.
It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
That might unlock more archetypes. I don't remember.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
How about instead of resting, we go shop till we drop type beat? Me showing up late to my fight with Louise because I had to go to fucking buy shoes.
So?
Hey, yo, we sharing a room? Boy night. It's boy night. I'm gonna sleep here. You sleep there. Heisman, you hang from wherever you want to hang. And I guess we can't have drinks tonight because we have things to do in the morning.
It's time.
Should I do my archetypes tonight? Like, RN right now? I think somebody should be this. Because it has very powerful light skills. There's one that's like extreme that it can learn. And that seems like something I should have on me. Like, you don't have to be this to use that though. I'm gonna go ahead real quick. And I'm actually gonna get, what level is that unlocked? 13. Get it to rank 13. Just to have that skill on me, because I think light and dark attacks will behoove me to have. Now, what's that thing called again? If you'll remember, it was called the what? The Savior.
I found new power.
I can also use its healing abilities.
Still
That would be
getting stronger.
nice. I just like to use items. But I think the healing abilities might be better, but then it uses MP, which is always a concern for me. Let me go ahead and hit one of these as well. Now I only need to get it to level 13, but what if we just hit it the whole level 20 for fun? Probably get a good passive out of
New
it.
possibilities.
No, I guess I don't. I don't know. I'm using a lot of my light leaves. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but we're this deep into it.
I found new power.
Allows one ally to endure a fatal attack with 1 HP once per battle. That's always nice to have. I think I have items that maybe allow that, or food. I think I have food that allows that. Okay. Now, am I going to embody that archetype? Am I recording? Okay, my computer like left my recording for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this while I sort out archetypes for this fight and think and be stressed. So one moment. I just spent so much time in the archetype screen and I pretty deep into it was like, wait, what if my memories of what Luis is like are not correct? I checked out the intel we got and he apparently can only target electric, wind, fire, and ice. So if we have a weakness to dark or light, I think we may be safe. Everybody on the team's pretty much weak to wind other than me, who I'm weak to dark, so maybe I'm safe. I'll go ahead and show you what we got set up here so you can either laugh and be like, oh honey, you got a big storm coming. Or you can be like, okay, I think you'll be all right with your overleveled self. So I'm gonna go ahead and be the savior, as you can see here. Weak only to dark. And these are my moves. A bunch of passives. I'm not going to be the #1 damage dealer, I don't think. And then the rest of the team is kind of pretty physical focused, I think. Because I think, if I remember correctly, Luis is going to resist most elements. So Stroll, our love here, with his samurai. We have 2 samurais. Him and Basilio are both going to be samurai. These are his moves here. Now, he does have that weakness to wind. But I did inherit a little bit of a wind dodge so as to increase his evasion against those things. I also did go into accessories and allow people, whenever possible, to have accessories that allow them to evade their weakness or make attacks that hit their weakness not do so much damage. So I did do what I could to counteract these things. Now, Hulkenberg's going to be on the team. It's been a minute since she's been on the team. Just seems right that she'd be here in the game, and I'm happy to have her. Oh. I just have her as a warrior? I don't think that's what I wanted to do. think I wanted her over here. Yeah, I wanted her to be this. And I set the moves on this. She's got magic counter, so she can 15% chance of repelling all those elements. Now she also has regular counter, so she has 15% chance of repelling these. So basically anything other than Almighty, 15% chance she is going to go ahead and not get hit by that. She also has Flawless. So her stats can go uppity up. And she can do, this is her only damage dealing attack other than this, which she got from an Igniter, which is not useful. The rest is all very supportive. But she is going to be, hopefully, a rock. Her and myself, because let me go back to myself, actually. Let me show you one of these things I inherited. I did a little bit of a sturdy stance, which means I can't dodge an attack. But the damage I receive is halved. And if I'm already on the back line because I'm not doing any physical moves, I think I'm going to be okay. And I've got decent stats, and then last but not least, we've got our Basilio, who also, along with Stroll, is Samurai, which means that this heat up that they both have will increase the physical attack over the 10% because there are multiple of the archetype present. Don't know how much over the 10% it goes. I gave him Icy Strike because Stroll has this attack that gives Luis an ice weakness, so maybe I'll utilize that. Physical attacks, and then whatever comes with the archetype. Now, that's just gonna have to be what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and save. This video is getting long, but I'm gonna go ahead and head into our... You know, I was gonna say Certain Doom. I need to believe in myself. I'm over leveled, and I kind of thought this through, I think. I prepared for what I think Luis to be. So long as Luis is what I believe him to be, which he never is, I think we'll be okay. And if he's not, then it is what it is, and I was bamboozled. And that, shame on not me. Because I've been fooled more than once. Let us rest.
Good night.
I really sat there for a minute with those archetypes. It is now... Does it not say the time on here? 9:43 in the AM. Is that Zorba?
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
Can I say something? I'm usually not one for an accent. I do like Zorba's accent. Also, Zorba has leaned so much into their own freakitude. They're so honest within what they are and committed to the freak that they are, the ever-changing freak. I think we all have an ever-changing freak within, but some of y'all don't respect it the way Zorba does, and I'm like... kind of into Zorba. I'm like kind of like, I don't like Zorba. When I say kind of into it, I mean like a stirring in the loins. Like I have an attraction to Zorba, though I absolutely loathe them at this point, just so you know, just an update on where my loins are with Zorba. They are pointing north to Zorba.
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
And what of it?
Raised the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance. This was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Why does Luis want the prince dead? The prince has no right to the throne. I thought Luis was just vying for the throne. You are in #1 place. You are set to have the throne. Nobody more in line to receive the throne than you at this point, Luis. Is it just out of meanness, defiance, evil? Or does an existing Elden Prince pose some sort of threat that I don't understand? Also, Zorba, what is this newfound power? You need to stop growing. The ever-changing freak in him maybe needs to calm down. Stop changing. But also never stop. You're so fucking cool.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations.
Do you think he's going to spend 30 minutes in academia like I did?
If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
His copy of the book's smaller than mine.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
Where'd he get a
draws
pocket
nearer.
copy of Utopia? I have to carry this big old fucking log around.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
Same as any other day.
Same as any other day, I suppose.
No nerves, even. Nothing ever seems to faze you. It's quite admirable.
I've become so
But you have to come
numb.
back, no matter what. Okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Can I please go
Never thought
shopping?
We find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
They're gonna let me shop. Man, I just sat and spent so much time divvying out my equipment just to now go fucking fuck it up. But happy I am for the chance to do so.
Can we talk?
Make sure you have everything you need.
Just sublime.
Sorry.
All right then. Where to?
Do the items update in different places? Like, do I have to check every fucking store? Let me go check the items here. I want to go check the swords and the weapons. Those are my main things. Any sword/weapon that can be upgraded, I'm looking to do so. But do I have to go to every town and check every store, or should I just go to like the last town we were at? Because it's newest, therefore would have these more late game items. I don't know.
Hey!
That seems inconvenient.
Hello there.
I also maybe need to hit a church and purify. I've got 6 million monies. $6 William. Okay, so that's for her. Does anything apply to our current team? This would be stronger for the both of them. Let me keep looking though. This would be even better. I've got money, so let's just go ahead and buy 2 of those, 1 for each of them.
Ooh.
Ah, I get it.
That's +5, that's +45. And it reduces damage from being hit by your weakness. That might be where we go with her. And you know, we're actually not going to hit another place. We're just going to stay in Grand Trad, and what we get here is what we get. We're over-leveled. I needn't be so prepared. Now, +20 for me. What does my current weapon do? Does it give me something? Oh, Hulkenberg was using Dracodios. We just changed her out of using Dracodios. Increases damage against undead type monsters. That might be nice should we come against Zorba.
Yeah.
And I'm not really shopping for anybody else right now because this is the team. Have anything to sell while I'm here? Just, you know.
Now then.
Not a lot. Okay. Praise. Now, did I equip the weapons we bought? Let me just make sure that I did.
What now?
Maze of Smite is correct. 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 And I know I did his, so correct. Okay. Off to the battle we go. Off to, where'd they tell me to go? It's the big triangle. They want me to go to the big Dorito of Grand Trad. It's marked. Is that who I think it is? No, it's not. I would like to see that pink-haired male Parapus before I get to my big fight here. But if I don't, then I don't. I'll come back alive and see him another day. Grand Cathedral's what we call it. Regolith Grand Cathedral's where we're going. Can I get through this crowd? He's gotta be in the crowd. At least one of that pink-haired Parapus man. Wait. I just want to prepare. I want to find my pink-haired Parapus man. I know he's here. It's like a where's what? There he is. Hey. Wish me. He's my good luck charm. We've made it this far because of him, so. Now that we've seen him, we know we can continue forward.
Ready?
Yup. Oh, battling. Also a good luck charm for me.
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are.
What do you
I
mean?
Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me.
That's my dude. Now those other skeezy Sanctus that were sitting in that room behind the scenes, you know, the bald one with the eye and the one in the mask and all of them. Wherever their pussy asses ran off to. What are they up to? I know they're hiding. And I don't want to murder them, but I want to scare them a little.
As a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight.
Oh, reliable.
Live free, Crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince.
Are we gonna fight in front of everybody?
Eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
I don't like that I, as a player, know that while I'm fighting Luis here and now, Zorba's off killing my best friend, potentially brother Elden Prince. Oh no, what a ooh.
Your Highness, you can win. Give Luis the
Yeah, like yeah, I'm gonna win this fight. But is the prince gonna survive? The prince.
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Well, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
He'll show up. That man doesn't joke about a fight. If he says he's gonna fight, he's gonna fight.
And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
This is gonna be a long video. Cause I know this fight with Luis is gonna take me into 10 years from now. It's gonna take me forever. Looks like Yufa has rat ears.
Luis.
Pretty as ever though, huh? I will say he's not as pretty as Batlin is hot.
Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout.
Which is saying something because he's beautiful.
Count Luis, adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits. quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne.
I love the introductions like we don't know who Luis
we have
is.
the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Tuna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
Doing this fight in front of everybody, very spooky.
Unless a man would have run. This all began with the king's failings. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed.
I love breeding and I love chaos, so it is what it is.
What do you believe the people seek in their king?
I would hate to say it's any of these three things, but it probably is. I think it's one of these two, power or bloodline. I think that is what the people seek, unfortunately. I think they seek... You know what? We're fighting with power right now, so we're just going to say power.
The power to rule everything.
Exactly right. Power.
But the true value of power will always lie in the power to save. Such thinking is easily dismissed, but Luis is misguided.
Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness.
What if we just picked a king based on like who's the most hung?
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
I feel like that wouldn't be the worst decision. Because I feel like men that aren't hung, like, I'm so sorry if y'all out here with a small dick being a good person, I'm about to slander you. I feel like people with small dicks are really out here like doing evil because they're like trying to make up for like what they perceive as a flaw, which is not a flaw. You and your tiny dick are perfect, pretty, please. Don't you ever feel? It's okay to have tiny dicks, so stop doing evil. Now I think us out here with big old ding-a-dongs. Oh, not to imply that I have one. I got a decent dick. It's big, not huge, is what I call it. We're out here just chilling because we don't have anything to prove because we prove it to ourselves every day when we beat that monkey up. Now, monkey, whatever. We gotta play the game.
We have only one thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
Asking if we are a land of animals when like a good percentage of us are little bat rats, have dog ears and tails, you yourself have ram horns. I think we might be animals, hate to say.
He's the type of man
She's a goldfish.
who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not.
Do you really offer a world without inequality?
Be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world.
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
I feel like Luis gets a boner from battle, and whether he wins or loses doesn't matter. Just to complete a battle is like to blow a load for him.
Act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come. We're finishing this.
Is this fight about to fucking knock my socks? I didn't put my party together. It's supposed to be me, Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Basilio. Who do we have? Me, Basilio, Juna, and Yufa. Oh my god. I'll be right. Ooh, I'm pissed. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. The team is right as it's gonna be.
I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come.
Now everybody is currently on the back line, so should I start throwing those physical attacks out, I do need to remember to put the bitches on the front line. Not to refer to them as bitches, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. Now, I just need him to be conservative of MP. I just need to deal as much damage as possible is my method here. He does not resist that, that's nice. Oh, whoa, I changed his clothes. I did not realize I made him shirtless. Damn. Okay, so Basilio has nary a shirt on and big old pants. I want to see if they gave him nipples. I know they didn't. No. Physical slash. Let's go heavy physical strike.
Gotta stay calm.
From the front line. 1 to 3 times.
Get rest. We settle this. Are you prepared?
This first turn always gives you a false sense of how things are going to go because you're like, I'm doing decent damage, and then they put up a wall, then they boost their defenses, then they knock your agility down, and then it's game over. So let's not get too excited. Heavy physical slash to all. Now, who is this? This is Stroll, who's... I kind of want to hit him with this to confirm that he is going to resist elements, and then also it does inflict a one-time weakness to ice, so we'll hit that again later. Right? Good idea. And then that'll also buy us an extra turn when we do hit that weakness. And then he can stay on the back line, because he's doing magic. Oh, he doesn't resist elements. Well, didn't build my team with that in mind, but... Now she only has 1 damage dealing attack, and it's going to be this.
Not now. Into the fray.
And it's going to be from the... Now, should I be hitting with these? I never use these. I'll remember I have them should I need them, but I think we'll be okay.
I'll run you through. Well done.
Critical! Yippee! I'm so happy about that. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit him with this. Now, what? I know I can't use these right now, but... Oh, I don't have any available? Okay, well, that's that. We've got him at half health.
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either.
That's not good.
Can you endure it? Come, accept my challenge.
What is this?
Oh no.
I strike
Oh, she didn't evade it.
I strike to kill. I strike to kill.
Basilio's been hit with some kind of status ailment. No, a bunch of them.
So his stats are Garbo? Is that what happened here? I'm going to exploit his weakness with Stroll's ice attack as opposed to this one, and then just keep that loop of ice weakness going if possible. I'm going to use 2 turns to heal her, and I should get his stats back up.
Hold on.
I'm going to use his turn to do that before I do anything else. So actually, do I have anything that just recovers all stat debuffs back to normal? Removes all stat debuffs. Okay. Oh, on all enemies. Do I have it just for 1? That... What if instead of using 2 turns, I'm just going to use him to heal Hulkenberg, which is silly when we have a healer on the team and Hulkenberg herself. He's one of our major damage dealers, so maybe I should let him deal that damage. I'm going to let him deal that damage.
Not this one. Here I go.
But he's gonna miss. I don't know how debuffed he is. How do I view my debuffs?
Let's stop him cold.
Like, how does a man view such a thing? With this. Oh, he's not that debuffed. It's attack and defense slightly down. He's gonna be okay. They made it seem like he was 3 arrows down on all 3. Okay.
You're out of here. There is no escape from me.
Only landed once. What a
I shall
rip.
vanquish evil. Be frozen.
Keep it up, Stroll.
Let justice prevail.
I could use her to heal herself. Oh, and it removes debuffs, but only on one person. Yeah. I'm gonna use her to attack. Big damage, big damo. Oh, I could heal. I could also apply this to all of us at some point throughout this battle. Let me not be so eager to attack. Let me throw this. No, because not everybody needs to be healed. What a waste of that. Use somebody else's turn to heal her. Yeah, that was big damage. I'm glad I used that.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power. One untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks.
I would reckon that over-leveling is a bit of a cheap trick, but it worked for me.
However,
don't you heal yourself, bitch. Don't you even dream of healing yourself, bitch.
magnificent. You truly have become more powerful, but I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Are Eldas related to humans? I thought maybe they might be, and here's why. I wish I had said it. We have no attributes. We have no horns, tails, nothing. So continue with what you're saying, Luis.
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island.
Allowed us.
History as told by the Sanctus Church is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa, don't humor him.
Humor him. He's a respectable man.
Truly did come to pass.
Gods, how droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
No, wait, let him cook. Wait, let him cook. We are so quick to shoot down anything that goes against our teachings. Let us listen to this man.
You believe it false. What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
We made it through that fight real quick and easy.
What's happening?
Hey,
what ails him?
Witness the truth! Good people, you would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is!
There's that man, that Parapuss man was in that scene. That pink one.
It's a monster! It's a human! It's gone.
The truth of the humans is laid bare.
But what if I am a beast and I'm a good
But
beast?
another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster!
It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic.
It may be a truth.
The Order of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
But what if I am?
A human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
To help anyone in need. Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win? Luis called it trickery, and even my very
Be
body.
not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Then what is it? Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose. Yeah, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through.
Maybe I'm supposed to actually be king. Oh no.
It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it. After all, you're mine.
Brother?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
I'm your what? Oh, nuts.
Are you well?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew
Was
not
I
what to
monstrous
do.
or just
You
big?
had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me.
I just almost kicked your ass, and then you said, hold up. I have a speech to give, and I want to turn you into a monster. I'm back now. I can kick your ass again.
Your
I can oppose
vengeance
you.
is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door.
He has big, crazy eyes.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell. Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction.
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
I'm just a bleeding deer to him.
Attention now. This looks dire. How could you deceive us?
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
Oh my god.
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy to run from them. I got a gauntlet runner that flies.
We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now.
To the woods we go.
I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Elden Sanctum.
Which BT dubs. Like, we know that they know where the prince is, so this isn't like the case. But what if he had just said that to see if it was true, and then we go run over there and he follow us and he's like, haha, I tricked you into showing us where the prince is. I'm just saying, we are giving that information, but he does already have it, so it is what it is. I knew there was gonna be more. Ooh. Ooh. 513. Who are the 511 other people? No, 512. I know Luis. So 511.
Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
Will he?
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis, what the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that
Ooh.
Magla was surely born.
I forgot how much I love him.
Magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Oh, it gets worse by the day, by the second, by the hour.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope, Slater.
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure.
Was it a defeat? He just made me big.
Rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses.
Let me kill him.
What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
I guess it's a loss in the sense that we lost the public, their perception. But fuck the public, but also the public determines things right now.
Place with the Elder tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too. Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
I bet it's gonna be beautiful.
Can you walk, lad?
I have to go. This video is running long. It is 10:23 a.m. I have not eaten solid food, just liquid tea and energy. So we'll go ahead and pick up next time from right here. We'll see if I can walk, and we'll get into the sanctum. Thank you for hanging out. Also, we need some time to mull over everything that just happened. But I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for hanging out.